The plants have taught them how to sing the Icaros. I kind of was like discouraged. I'm like, why didn't I feel anything or see anything? I didn't get my answers that I came here for. Like, what? And that was the night that I did not want to go back because I showed up defeated, because I showed up surrendered, because I showed up with no expectation.
Hoy Nomas podcast clips.
Shamans, and they're singing these things that they call Icaros. Icaros are literal vibrations that the plants themselves have taught them how to sing. So plants actually have a vibration to them, and just because you don't see it or you can't hear it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. The same way how you can't see gravity or oxygen, that still keep you alive, right? So things have auras and energies. So the shaman, after so many years of training and of tuning their psychic faculties, turning on certain regions of the brain to be able to commune and see these energies, the plants have taught them how to sing the Icaros, specifically for different chakras and whatever that the shaman thinks that you need. For example, like there was a shaman, he came up to me, and like I just sat up on my mat, and he was looking at me, and just seeing what I needed. And then he went to his little files of the big files of Icaros that he got, and he started singing me a specific Icaro to align myself to that vibration that I needed the most, right? So that was the only thing that was being like heard of the whole thing. But the first night I was there, like sitting down, laying down on my mat, and I drank the medicine and nothing was happening to me. And after the ceremony, I kind of was like discouraged. I'm like, why didn't I feel anything or see anything? I didn't get my answers that I came here for. Like, what? And then the people were like, don't worry, Ryan, you need to have patience, because the spirit, she's testing your resilience right now. She's testing how bad do you want these answers. You can't just ask for, like, in a way, you can't just ask for it and get it. You kind of need to work for it, right? Kind of like Yoda from Star Wars, right? Let's use this hypothetical character. Think about how much work he had to get done to become Yoda. No. It's not. He didn't just ask to become Yoda. He was given to him. No, no. The training, the demeanor, the discipline, right? To keep going regardless of the hardship is what made him Yoda, right? Mm. So my first night I didn't get anything. My second night, I got a little bit, but it was nothing. I didn't get a breakthrough. You know, I was learning about my divinity and how whenever that, like, I have no resistance in me. When I don't resist and I'm just surrendered, I can just feel divine. And I have like this divine feeling forever now that, like, whenever I'm just being me or sleeping, whatever, it kind of reminded me of the Buddha. You know how when he's like laying next, like this on the side, the Buddha, and he's like kind of laying like this, and he's just being in his divine self. So I was feeling that feeling like, wow, like we're all divine beings, but the way to get to our divinity is through surrendering, right? So I got that a lot. But when I got my breakthrough, that was the fifth night. And that was the night that I did not want to go back.
Really? Why is that?
I did not want to go back to the ceremony.
Did you feel that you weren't receiving what you went over there for?
After the fourth night, the next day, everyone's going to the tambo to start the fifth night of ceremony. And I'm like, I don't want to do it because I just get sick. I'm just pooping. I don't want to go because I'm not getting what I want, right?
Was the rest of the people, you were seeing the rest of the people talking about their experiences?
Yeah. And I was also getting like, oh, I'm not getting what she got or this and that. So I was like, I felt left out of like, maybe this does not work for me. And this was like the last resort of like my healing that I was really looking for. You know, I really tried almost everything else. I'm like, man, this has to work. So that's why I was so like attached to the outcome of ayahuasca. So by the fourth night, I wasn't getting anything. By the fourth night, I didn't get anything. I was like surrendered. So I said to myself, you know what, Ryan? Just go. Just put one foot in front of the other and just walk across that little Amazon walkway and go into that tambo and just go. And I'm like, whatever. I already paid $2,000. I'm already out here. Like, what am I going to do? Just twiddle my fingers here in my little tambo? Might as well just go to the ceremony. Because I showed up defeated. Because I showed up surrendered. Because I showed up with no expectation. When I drank that cup and I went back to my tambo, I was given everything. I was shown past lives. I was shown why I have certain patterns to this life, good patterns, bad patterns. I was shown what I'm meant to bring to the world. I was shown my unborn daughter coming in. I was shown how to keep a vulnerable, beautiful heart open while keeping it protected with steel, right? But at the same time, being that grace of the vulnerability of the love and not being so hardened by life. Like I learned the balance of light and dark, bro. I had my breakthrough the day that I went in there with no expectation.
And you surrendered.
Yeah, and I surrendered. And then that's when I was like, oh my God, this is ayahuasca. This is like where it's at. Like this is meant to like really show you things that you've always had questions of. Literally.
Hoy Nomas Podcast. Clips for full podcast link can be found on description below.
Hoy Nomas!